Hey everyone, and to all of my Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, and to all of my totally awesome walking dudes and dudettes. It's your girl Claire again, and I hope that you're doing well. Coming at you with another video. Irish nightclubs are to start again, and the hospitality sector faces tighter rules over Christmas as the government tries to curb the spread of COVID-19. Indoor events such as concerts and sports fixtures must operate at 50% capacity in private homes. Home visits must involve no more than 4 households. The latest rules will be in place from the 7th of December until the 9th of January. Nightclubs, which had only recently reopened for the first time since the pandemic began, will have to close again on Tuesday. Many of the restrictions which applied to pubs, hotels and restaurants prior to relaxation of COVID rules on the 22nd of October will now be reimposed for the Christmas and New Year period. Those include a table service only rule, which means customers cannot queue at a bar for drinks. Social distancing rules are being reintroduced with a minimum of 1 meter between tables. A maximum of 6 adults can sit together at a table. There is a ban on multiple table bookings. Masks must be worn when not at a table. There had been speculation that closing time would be brought forward to 11:30 local time, but it has been confirmed that it would remain at midnight. Creating an EU COVID pass system for hospitality industry, which people need proof of COVID status, to enter certain venues. Mr. Martin said the pass will also be now required for gyms and leisure centres as well as hotel bars and restaurants. New restrictions will apply to entertainment, cultural, sporting events. Attendance numbers will be reduced to 50% capacity and the venues must be fully seated. On Monday, travellers must show results from the lateral flow test taken up to 48 hours before arrival. Children aged 11 and under will be exempt. And fears over the new COVID variant Omicron means many people are questioning whether Christmas parties should go ahead this year. Some companies have cancelled or scaled back their plans, and some schools have decided not to go ahead with the end of term events like nativity plays. Said government wasn't changing its guidance about how people should be living their lives and urged people not to cancel Christmas events. Everyone should carry out a lateral flow test before meeting with others over the festive period. People have been warned to think carefully about whether to meet vulnerable relatives over Christmas. People could consider testing before meeting and wearing face masks while socialising. Almost all formal social distancing rules, such as limits on gatherings, ended in the summer. Large groups can still hold parties in houses, bars, nightclubs, or karaoke venues. Schools are allowed to hold events for parents if they wish. Meeting outdoors is safer. Drinking with colleagues outside a pub is much less risky than socialising together at the bar. If you are indoors, you should allow in plenty of fresh air. Government says people should still consider the risks of close contact, particularly if someone is clinically extremely vulnerable or not fully vaccinated. The legal requirement to wear a face covering and socks on public transport unless you are exempt. You should still continue to wear a face covering in crowded and closed spaces where you may come into contact with other people you do not normally meet. Most rules on social distancing and limits of size of gatherings were lifted in August. However, the 2-metre social distancing rule is still required in healthcare settings, including doctors' surgeries and hospitals. The law no longer requires people to keep a certain distance from each other in most public places, but the advice remains to keep a safe distance from those in other households, especially indoors, and to avoid crowded places. Face coverings are still compulsory in most public indoor settings, such as shops and on public transport, as well as in pubs and restaurants were not seated. all over 18s are required to prove their vaccine status at nightclubs and other venues. Formal social distancing rules came to an end in Wales on the 7th of August. There is no limit to the number of people who can meet indoors or outdoors, but businesses have to carry out their own risk assessments for venues and premises. Face coverings remain compulsory in most indoor public places and on public transport, but not in pubs and restaurants. The NHS COVID pass is needed for entry to nightclubs, cinemas, theatres and concerts and many other indoor and outdoor events. There's no requirement to socially distance outside. A maximum of 30 people from an unlimited number of households can be indoors in domestic settings. Social distancing should be maintained as much as possible. Shops must take reasonable measures to manage the risk, and shoppers are asked to maintain physical distance from each other if possible. Face coverings are compulsory in shops, indoor seated venues, and visitor attractions, public transport, and some other settings unless you're exempt. Vaccine passports are required venues, including nightclubs, bars, and cinemas. The further apart people are, the lower risk of the infection spreading. So yeah, I've had a good thing, I do. God, it's cold, man. That is so cold. Like, I actually thought I was gonna freeze. Oh, honestly. Winter's definitely on the way. No doubt now. No doubt about that. So yeah, I went to New Horizons, and obviously I think I've mentioned it before in one of my I think it was in one or two of my previous videos, like the more recent ones I did, that we were gonna get our parts, and we did, as well as like scripts and stuff, and we did. I got the part of Puckette. Yes, Puckette. There is a Puck and a Puckette now, and I'm the Puckette. So should be very interesting. And Dimitri is Puck. So yeah, we've got like more characters because we are a bigger group. So should be interesting. Daniel, if you're watching, I'm sorry if I seemed like distracted and wasn't like talking to you, because I know we were going to talk, but I was just distracted and by other things. And also, like, college update, apparently they had a college report that I didn't have a EHCP plan, even though I do, because I had to have it like restarted during enrollment for some reason. I think that's probably why I wasn't like fully enrolled in the system and not getting the support I needed, even though I went to enroll like 4 times. So anyway, like next week we should be getting a phone call sometime next week to like discuss that, and if not, then Sarah will like continue to chase that up. But I remember like she was absolutely fuming. She was furious. But yeah, it's still an ongoing battle. I'll obviously let you know sometime next week what's going on. But yeah, I'm quite glad about my part as Puckette. Should be a challenge, but I'm always open to a challenge. I accept. Should be a good part, and can't wait to sink my teeth into it. But oh my god, how can I have an EHCP plan? EHCP plan, even though I do. I did. Hopefully they'll get it sorted out. Hopefully, fingers crossed. So yeah, I'll let you know. Thank you all so much for watching. Oh, can't believe they thought I didn't have a EHCP plan, even though I do. thank you all so much for watching. If you like what you see, please feel free to leave a like, comment down below, share this video, and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. This has been your girl Claire saying peace out to all of my Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, and keep on rocking, you totally awesome rocking dudes and dudettes. And remember to always be yourself, stay yourself, and I salute you, my loyal pros and proesses. Claire Hoskin, signing out.